viewers, let's see what these statements of NCERT means. Dominance is not an autonomous feature of a gene or the product that it has information for. It does depend as much as on the gene product and the production of a particular phenotype from this product as it does on the particular phenotype that we choose to examine in case more than one phenotype is influenced by the same gene. This is in context with this example. The starch synthesis in pea seeds is controlled by one gene. The gene has two alleles. The gene has two alleles, the capital B, the small b. And what we see here that it is controlling two products, like the capital B is controlling the starch synthesis as well as the grain size. I mean the starch grain size. Now what we see here is that when capital B, small b comes into consideration, there is efficient synthesis of starch. And when there is small b, the synthesis is less efficient. Now when we talk about here in grain size, capital B gives the end product as large starch grain. Then capital B, small b gives the shape as, size as intermediate size of the starch grain, and small b as the small size of the starch grain. Now one thing is here that is to be noticed is that the phenotype from the product is what? How much starch is synthesized, or what is the size of the grain. And what is phenotype? Phenotype is the round or wrinkled seeds. So when we see that there is efficient synthesis, and large grain size, when there is efficient synthesis of starch and large grain size, the phenotype is round. And when there is less efficient synthesis and small starch grain, the phenotype is wrinkled seed. So what is here? The dominance is not an autonomous feature of a gene. That means gene is never, we say, or I say, is not always showing this dominance type of inheritance pattern? Because what type of inheritance pattern it is going to show is decided by the end product and the particular phenotype from which this product as it is on the particular phenotype, है ना? So when the product is efficient synthesis of starch and the large starch grain size, the phenotype is the round seed. So in case of starch synthesis, the gene is showing dominance, but in case of starch grain size, the gene is showing incomplete dominance. So the end product is deciding whether the gene is showing dominance or incomplete dominance.